Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your December 2019 channeled messages from Spirit and the Archangels. I am going to be using my bells in this video because they do help me to channel. I'll try to keep the volume low. I know I don't want it to be too distracting for some of you. As always, guys, you're going to have your cards as visuals to focus on while I'm channeling. And I do encourage you to really take a look at the cards and see what images and colors and symbols are jumping out at you, what it means to you, what it says to you on a personal level, because that's a really great way to take a general message and make it a little bit more so your own. So without further ado, Sagittarius, we're going to go right on in with your channeled message. Sagittarius, we are coming to you with this message today to let you know that this is a time when your spirit will begin to know real peace. Some of you, Sagittarius, have gone through a long period of agitation, of discomfort, even in some cases being antagonized, Sagittarius. Some of you may have been around certain individuals or certain energies where you felt that maybe others deliberately said or did things to trigger you or upset you or to rob you of your joy. Sagittarius, many of you have been around individuals or circumstances or situations very similar to crabs in a bucket, where every time one reaches the top and is near to being free, the others from the bottom grab on and pull that one back down into the bottom of the bucket again. It has felt very difficult for you in that perhaps maybe those who should be more of a support system have been more of a burden or obstacle rather than individuals coming in to help and to encourage. Sagittarius, you are understanding and you are realizing that a big part of you being able to heal and move past this is by being at peace, knowing that certain people are simply not well, that this is not something personal against you, but you are coming into a time of comfort, of love, of peace, as you're connecting with your higher self, your guardian angels, your guides, your higher power, and you are being more loving towards yourself. You are being a parent to that inner wounded inner child, bringing it love, bringing it attention, bringing it affection. There is a return to innocence at this time for you, Sagittarius, and there is a return to more pure, high vibrational motives, in that you are beginning to focus on things that are bringing you a sense of healing and peace and closure, a sense of good, a sense of love, a sense of zen, even for some of you. And Sagittarius, you are finding that you no longer have the desire in you to fight or to argue. You are walking away from the antagonizers. You are not responding. You are not trying to convince anybody of anything, and you are focusing on the things that are bringing you calm, peaceful, happy, loving energy. Sagittarius, you are coming into a time of having your own space, creating your own space. Depending, Sagittarius, so many of you being on different wavelengths, different parts of your journey. This space will vary, but you are creating an energetic and emotional space that is going to manifest into a larger physical space. Sagittarius, many of you at this time are beginning to embark on a journey where you will accomplish a life lesson of ownership. Some of you are here, Sagittarius, to learn the concept of ownership, to have some things that are belonging to you, that belong to you. And some of you are coming out of an energy of gathering knickknacks or gathering an accumulation of objects you may have had a desire, you may have been some sort of collector, but you're coming out of this and you're going to learn ownership in a bigger, grander scale. Ownership in the sense of, for some of you, even property, owning a home, having your own space or your own apartment, but something that you are calling your own, something that belongs to you and is a place where you are connecting again with higher self, with spirit, with a sense of sanctuary, of a safe space, a space that belongs to you. It is beginning within yourself. And as you are connected within yourself, you will find that you will have this physically. Sagittarius, some of you have been in a living arrangement or situation that feels very hopeless to you, where you feel very stuck, or you feel like you don't have a space, or you don't have a say, or you have nowhere where you can go, where you can unwind and be you. You are going to create this space. You are going to attract and manifest this space by going inward, by connecting with higher self, and by taking the physical space that you do have and making what you do have, even albeit perhaps maybe simply a corner or a back porch or some area that you are going to make your own, by bringing it into your safe space, bringing it into your place for prayer, your place for release, your place for meditation, your place for soothing and comforting yourself. And this will begin to expand into a larger physical space where you can be yourself, where you can unwind, where you can dream and write and journal and draw and do anything that brings you that sense of connection, where you are safe from the outside world, where you are free of the demand of others, and you are simply in your bliss, your zen, your spiritual connection. And what you can do at this time to speed along the process, Sagittarius, is staying in faith. Understanding and knowing that even though there may be obstacles and challenges in the way, even though there may be significant mountains that must be moved or obstacles that must be overcome, stay in the faith and knowing that they will be overcome. It may seem to you impossible to be able to guess how that's going to happen, but understand and know, Sagittarius, it is not required of you to know how it's going to happen. What is required of you is to take the steps in the things that are within your power and to surrender what is not in your power to the higher power, understanding and knowing that things will be shifted and moved in time. Understand and know that this process for you may not happen in the way that you are imagining. It may happen in a completely different way, but by staying open and believing and being in this faith, you ensure that it will happen and that it will happen more quickly, as opposed to pushing against it with disbelief or doubt. Sagittarius, focus on the things that have gone well for you. Focus on the things that have turned around for the better, and try to use these as reminders for you that things do shift and things do get better. Sagittarius, you are going to experience a lot of growth in a short period of time. It may feel a bit hectic. It may feel even a bit overwhelming, but this is why we are encouraging you, Sagittarius, to get in the habit of writing things down, documenting the things in your life, journaling, because you will be able in the next few weeks and months to go back and read in your journal and realize, wow, I have had so many new blessings come in. Wow, so many things have shifted and changed for the better. Otherwise, these are things that in human nature are very easy to forget. We forget very quickly when we are in the human form that things have shifted or that things were worse once upon a time. It is very possible in the human realm, in the physical realm, to not realize how things have shifted in a period of time that might not even be a very long period of time or lapse of time. And if you are able to write down and document and journal, you will have a better understanding. You will have a better track record to know. And this this will help you keep your faith, because it will be encouragement. It will be for you proof that things are changing, and then you can get into having this faith in a more automatic way, in less of having to grow it and foster it. We wish for faith to be second nature for you, and it can be, and it will be, Sagittarius, if you're able to implement the suggestions today. Sagittarius, understand and know that you are coming into a time of complete and total healing by way of positive experience. And I, Archangel Jophiel, am with you at this time, the angel of beauty, to bring in more beauty into your life, beginning with your thoughts, beginning with you having positive thoughts, specifically for you, Sagittarius, the thoughts that you are having in regard to yourself. Sagittarius, you are being helped at this time to break out of toxic culture, toxic things that have been implemented into your mind regarding who or what or how you should be. And it is my desire, Archangel Jophiel, at this time to come in and to help you, Sagittarius, to see yourself the way that heaven sees you, to see others the way that heaven sees them, and to be in a state of unconditional love of self, unconditional acceptance of self, to see all of the ways that you are beautiful, and to see all of the various forms of beauty that surround you in your everyday life. Sagittarius, understand and know that you, as you are able to appreciate true beauty as opposed to a fake manufactured beauty, you are going to begin to find that you are receiving more abundantly, more quickly, that blocks are being removed, and that you are coming into a natural flow of receiving. By natural beauty, unmanufactured beauty, what we mean to say beauty in the everyday things, beauty that just seems to happen on its own without being forced, without being formed in unnatural or forced types of ways. Appreciate the beauty in the everyday. Appreciate the beauty around you. Appreciate the beauty that you see and that you are gravitating towards in a natural way, as opposed to the ideals that you may have had drilled into your head how things should be. See the beauty in a small rundown house. See the beauty in a small apartment or studio. See the beauty in the traffic lights on your way to school or work. See the beauty in the grass and the plants that grow along the roadway, the sidewalk. Beauty is not always elaborate. And this is what you are going to begin to realize in these simple beauties, these simple treasures that are around you. You will call in bigger, grander ones that are more natural, however, ones that honor who you are, and ones that bring you a sense of joy and fulfillment, and a sense of romance, Sagittarius, a sense of enjoying your senses. Sagittarius, you are becoming unfiltered. You are becoming unfiltered, unedited. You are coming back to your pure, authentic being, and you are beginning to remember your spiritual origin. You are beginning to remember your spiritual connection. Sagittarius, many of you have had difficulty being in union with others in human form. Some of you have sought it. Some of you have chased after it to no avail, to the extent where some of you have given up on it altogether, where some of you have said, I am done with relationships, I am done with romance, or I have given up on the current partner and I will simply just exist as is, focusing on me. Understand and know, Sagittarius, that as you are focusing on yourself, you are beginning to come into a time of awakening, aligning with higher self, aligning with spirit, aligning with your higher power. And as you come into this union, your union with fellow man will be more natural, less forced, less effort on your part, as you will gravitate towards and find others are gravitating towards you who are members of soul family, who are like-minded individuals, who mirror back to you your ethics and principles. Sagittarius, many of you have been very high vibrational individuals, very spiritual individuals, and you have been attempting to fit in with lower vibration. You have been attempting to fit in with what has been around you, and as such you've been living an imposter life. You are coming out of the imposter life and you are embracing the vibration you truly are, and this is aligning you with true partnership, true connection, true love. But it begins as you are aligning into union within yourself, in your spiritual self, and then you are finding that this is being mirrored back to you in the physical realm through your physical relationships with individuals in the earth realm in human form. Sagittarius, many of you will finally master and have power over a time of loneliness, a cycle or period of loneliness. It will be no more. Thank you for receiving, Sagittarius.